Hi everybody, and welcome to Survival Dads. So today we're going to be talking about what to do if you are out by yourself, alone, perhaps you're doing practicing bushcraft, camping, anything like that, and you happen to cut yourself quite badly, so you're losing quite a bit of blood. So first things first, what you want to do, you want to sit yourself down or lay down. If you're losing blood, you can get quite faint and you can really fall and hurt yourself, and you don't want to do that. So you sit yourself down. Next thing you want to do is quickly have a look at the wound itself. Make sure that there's nothing sticking in there or anything like that. So first of all, we're going to sit down, take a look and examine the wound. Next thing you want to do, you want to elevate it. So grab it, perhaps if it's on your hand with your other hand, and lift it up above your head. If it's a leg wound or a wound on your foot, you want to lay down and put your foot up if possible. So by raising it up above your heart, that can help slow the amount of blood loss that you can suffer. Next thing you want to do is you want to apply pressure using either your hand or a bit of gauze, clean lint-free cloth, anything like that. So I'm going to grab some kitchen oil that I happen to have, and I'm going to press down on it, and as it's in the palm of my hand, I can actually close my hand over it and hold it. So what that's going to do is that's going to apply pressure, that's going to help stem the flow of blood. Now at this stage, if there are people perhaps near me, so I'm at a campsite, I'm just a bit off camp, I can now call for help or try and stumble over to someone who can provide first aid upon me. If I'm not in the vicinity of anyone else, I need to dress this properly myself. So all bushcrafters, preppers and survivalists should have a decent first aid kit on them, or at least somewhere near them when they're out practicing these kind of techniques. So what you want to do is you need to go and reach for a wound dressing. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to grab it and rip it open. Okay, I've got my wound dressing. Still applying pressure to this. If possible, you need to open up the wound dressing. This is a particularly large one. They come in all sorts of sizes, but this one is this size, so we're going to get it open. And again, like before, we're going to quickly take that off. We're going to apply our dressing, and again, as it's in the palm of my hand, I'm actually going to use my hand to help apply more pressure. So I'm going to hold it down, I'm going to leave my thumb out, and I'm going to wrap this round. It doesn't have to be pretty, I'm not on casualty. So again, applying pressure, keep it nice and tight. Especially you want to keep everything tucked in. There we go. Alright, I'm not going to win any awards for best bandage ever, but that's not what we're after. What we're after is just to stem that flow of bleeding and keep any more dirt and bacteria out. So quickly tie it up there. Okay, I'm half a mummy now. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to quickly make sure that I've still got circulation. So I can do that by taking my thumb, which I left strategically out. I'm going to press down on it, lift it up, and you can see the blood, or the colour underneath my nail, comes back. Now that's a good way of checking circulation. So that's now somewhat wrapped up. Pressure is still being held on it. I can now have more time to go and search for professional help or raise the alarm. That's quite a nasty wound, and I most likely need stitches. Now, if the blood starts to seep through this dressing, you simply take another dressing, apply it over the top, and do it nice and tight again. Again, you just want to keep that pressure on. If the blood started coming through the second dressing as well as the first dressing, then we haven't got enough pressure on it, so you need to take it all off and quickly apply again and make sure it's a bit tighter this time, and hopefully that will help. Okay, so thanks to your best efforts, you're now able to get yourself to a hospital or get yourself back to the main camp where you can be seen to properly and taken to a hospital to be sorted out, stitched up, given antibiotics and sent on your merry way. So what are the main points to remember when dealing with major bleeds? Well, one thing you should always remember is SEEP, S-E-E-P. So it's Sierra, Echo, Echo, Papa. So S, you need to sit or lay the casualty down. This prevents them from falling if they lose consciousness and causing even more damage to themselves. E, you need to examine the wound. You need to make sure that there's nothing sticking out. If there is something sticking out, you need to leave it in. Do not pull it out, because that can work as a plug to actually help keep blood inside you, which is where you want it. So if there is something sticking out, you need to pack around it and then wrap it as you would before. So you need to examine. So you've got sit, examine. Now the second E is elevate. So if it's a wound on one of your extremities, so be it leg, arm, hand, foot, you need to lay the casualty down and raise that extremity above their head, which will help slow the above their heart, which will slow the blood flow to that area. Again, keeping more blood inside your body. Now the P stands for pressure. So you've got two types of pressure. You've got the immediate first response pressure, which could be your hand, scarf, shamach, anything like that. Just get that on there and try and keep that blood inside. And then secondly, you've got a somewhat professional dressings to pack tightly round and again apply more pressure. So remember, SEEP, sit, examine, elevate and pressure. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you've learned something. Stay safe and I'll see you soon.
Okay, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like and comment on this video to see more awesome content. Because if not... oh god! Did I burn it? I don't think so.